Are you asking for the yes too soon? Hi, I'm Ryan Gray from Law Firm Marketing Hub, and I see a lot of law firms making this mistake. They're asking people to become clients too soon in the sales process. Now, let's look at an example of this. Let's go back to when you were young, free, and single, or if you're already there now, that isn't too hard to imagine. And just imagine that you're in a line at a coffee shop or somewhere, and you happen to strike up a conversation with someone who you find relatively attractive. And a few minutes into the conversation, imagine that they drop this little gem on you. Hey, look, I think there's a great fit here. Why don't we get married? Whoa, hold on a second. It's just a bit too early in the entire dating process to, be asking that kind of question. Yet, that's what I see law firms do all the time. And this is across all business in general, and it actually shows a lack of understanding of marketing. Now, we can't assume that someone is ready to get married on that first date. It just is not realistic. So, what would help this? Maybe a few dates, maybe a few months, maybe longer. So, the thing is, we need to build a relationship. And that's not usually done just straight from, hey, I've met you, great, now let's jump into bed together. Happens sometimes, but it's the exception to the rule, generally speaking. So what do we do to build a relationship? Well, we need face time. We need time with that prospect. Now, the good thing is, with digital marketing, you can automate most of this. You can automate emails, you can create videos that once you've created them once, they can be used over and over and over again, and you can go a lot deeper without necessarily having to do that one-on-one, face-to-face sales process with your prospect. Now, this is good because the systems can actually do the heavy lifting, but we have to shift our thinking. We have to shift it from, hey, great, short term, I want to go after that really, really small percentage of people who are ready to go right now. And look, if you asked 100 people to marry you, you would probably stumble into a few who are desperate enough to say yes. And those are about the numbers when it comes to actually getting clients from reasonably cold leads in digital marketing. It's a very, very small percentage. Now, the very best that I've heard is about 7% conversion rate, and that's from someone doing everything right in their lead processing process. So, they're calling quickly, they're following up multiple times, they're doing all of the things that are necessary to get those or extract those warm leads. And that's great. But if 7% is the absolute best that you're going to be able to do without building this relationship, then it's just not going to scale your business that easily because you're going to need 5, 6, 7 times the amount of leads of someone who is actually working through that process of building a relationship with their prospective new client. So I hope this gives a bit of insight into shifting our mindset in just a few minutes from, hey, look, let's get married super quick to, look, let's build a bit of a relationship where your prospective client can understand that you are the industry expert, you do know what you're talking about, where you have got some expertise to draw on, where you have got some success in the past and you can reproduce that success, where they understand that you're the trusted advisor. Now, a lead like that is going to be a lot better than someone who you've just met, just spoken to, and it's just occurred to them, it's just come onto their mind. And that's the case even for people who are actively searching. Most people start the research process. And if you join them at the start of that research process, then you're going to be the one that they choose because you're the one who's been emailing them, you're the one who's been SMSing them, and you're the one who's been explaining how good your service really is and the results that you've been able to achieve for your other clients. So that's how to get amazing quality leads, and I'll see you in the next video.